WeChat is definitely the most influential application in China. At this moment, we already have 1.08 billion users. And there's an interesting fact about WeChat that is more than 50% of our users, they spend 90 minutes within WeChat. And of course, the reason behind that is WeChat is more than a messaging tool. WeChat is more like a combination of WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and PayPal. That's why customers enjoy living within WeChat and enjoy our services. And then go back to your questions regarding the ecosystem. So we have three probably main offerings which can be more related to this tourism industry. So the first one is official account. The official account is what WeChat offers to the business. So because within WeChat, we already have a large base of users. Therefore, we recognize the business have a strong need to connect with our users. Therefore, we provide official account, which is more like a Facebook homepage, where the business could offer the latest update, the products, the information to the customers. And the customers can also ask questions within official accounts. Therefore, business and users can connect it easily. And second one is mini program. So mini program is like an app, but it's actually within WeChat. So the most impressive part about mini program is because it's actually very easy to develop. So we have figures showing it only costs the developers 20% of time to build a mini program compared to other apps for iOS and Android. And also, mini program is because it's within WeChat, it can easily use the social impact of WeChat ecosystem. So users not only can open mini program within WeChat, they can find out the mini program with WeChat in different places, but then they can also even share this mini program very easily within one click with their friends, their families, and their colleagues. Within the WeChat ecosystem, actually, WeChat Pay is a function can sitting across all the different other functions within WeChat. So WeChat Pay is basically one of the most important payment methods within China so far. And from the figure-wise, we already have 800 million users. And also we have millions of merchants offering WeChat Pay already. So compared to the traditional world within Europe, mobile payment is actually quite different in Asia. So QR code is actually the fundamental method we used for the payment. So it can be either a customer shows a QR code on their phones within WeChat, the merchant can use any scanners or like iPad to scan the QR code from the users, and then payment can go through. Or it can be customer pick up their own phone, and then they can scan the QR code from the merchant side. So in this way, customers can only take one phone, and they don't have to carry their wallet anymore. Especially for the travelers, they are more hassle-free. They don't have to worry about the theft, and things can be more convenient and also more safe for the customer. So WeChat Pay is launched in 40 countries, accepting 16 currencies, and we are building up and we are building up every day. In terms of the security and privacy, so as a technology company, we definitely care these two factors a lot. So that's why internally we have invested a lot into these two aspects. So for example, once the GDPR is launched within Europe, we take actions immediately. We work with the top solicitors and work out how we can run our business without any issues within Europe. And also from the security perspective, we definitely have a very strong kind of security mechanism behind the payment, as it's definitely security is the core of the payment. And we were monitoring all the risky transactions in the real time, and whenever we identify any suspicious transactions or even merchant, we will run the investigation against this transaction immediately and stop the transactions whenever it's required. So in basically, so in a nutshell, on these two factors, we're trying our best to make sure we are the top companies and to avoid any issues in these two aspects. When it comes to payment and tourism, it sounds like there's no direct link. But in fact, we have the studies reveal that if a customer, they're doing payment, making purchase, use the ways they are familiar with, the customer will definitely have a better experience and they tend to basically pay more. So that's why we definitely believe the merchants overseas, they should accept WeChat Pay as a kind of basic services for the customers. And additionally, within WeChat, we definitely have many different kinds of tools to serve the travelers. So for example, within WeChat, we have a translator function. Customers can actually open WeChat, open that function, and scan the English text. And then they can see immediately what's the Chinese meaning behind that. And what's even more is we offer the flexibilities to the merchant or even the local tourism from the government side to offer a kind of a better experience for the customers. This actually links back to the mini program we mentioned earlier. So mini program is not something Tencent or WeChat will develop for the business. Basically, we only offer this infrastructure. So in this way, we offer the APIs, we offer the design structures, we offer the case studies, and then the business can think about how the business wants to connect with the tourist. WeChat Pay is quite powerful, and WeChat Pay can offer the online payment and the in-store payment, and also WeChat Pay can be integrated with the official account and mini program. So payment can be integrated with these two components. Regarding the strategy, we are a very practical company, I should say. So our main objective is definitely to serve the Chinese users, no matter travelers or local Chinese in Europe. And also we want to serve the local merchants within Europe to make sure they can have more business opportunities. So therefore our short-term strategy is definitely to ensure we can do this job better. So we definitely look at the most state-of-art technologies and trying to include them into the mobile payment. And the face recognition payment method is definitely something we're running against within China. And of course, if it is compliant, we will bring them abroad as well. So in China at this moment, if you don't even have a mobile with you, so in some restaurant or in some restaurant or in some supermarket, you could actually look at a screen and use your face to do the payment already. Of course, in the first time, you need to enter the 4 digits of your phone numbers. But then afterwards, when you make payment, you just show up and show your face, payment can be done. And apart from that, in the marketing area, we also invested a lot of resources. So for example, like in Europe, we're already offering our own version of mini program to the merchant who really don't have the resource to develop their own versions. So our mini program is called a gift pack mini program. So during the summer campaigns or during our even Chinese New Year's, we will launch offers within that mini program. And then this mini program, we can offer them to any merchant who need that. And I think through similar approaches on the marketing side, we could bring more opportunities to the business and ensure they have a better result. As a person live in Europe for more than 13 years, I guess probably my observations or my experience wouldn't be contributing too much to you. Although just like every one of you, I like to go to the beach to enjoy the sunshines. I like to also visit the adventurous places. I went to South America, I went to Africa to go for the safaris. I enjoy all the parts. I'm thinking if we look at the different phases of the Chinese tourism, we can definitely see the Chinese tourists, they were more into the shopping part, to buying luxuries and all the different products they couldn't buy in China before. And because of the globalization, we can see the products can be purchased anywhere in the world. Therefore, I believe the Chinese tourists, they're more looking into the experience. So I have seen a very high rate for the Chinese tourists to go to Europe and then only looking at the good views, and they come for skiing, they come for like the tulip seasons in Netherlands, so they enjoy the very special thing they couldn't experience in the past. And therefore, I believe Austria have a very strong advantage. The music, the art, I think is something can definitely attract more and more Chinese to be here.